Governor of the bank, fellow panelists, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My presentation is going to be focused on the access to finance, access to finance for SMEs. We actually do a number of other capacity development programs, but this evening I want to speak about a product that we are going to be reintroducing in next month, which we believe will have a significant impact in enabling SMEs to access financing. And I'm speaking about our credit enhancement facility. And just by way of a quick background, as a development bank that's focused on trying to ensure that MSMEs have access in all areas, we're always looking for where are the gaps that are preventing this sector to grow. And back in 2010, we recognized that one of the major drawbacks that SME faced was the fact that they would go to the bank, they have the business plan, the business, they are registered, the business is viable, but the collateral is a problem. And we set about to put in place a credit enhancement facility back in 2010 to seek to address this particular problem that SMEs had. And it was a very modest project that we started out with. We took $250 million from our balance sheet and set up a fund which would provide guarantees to SMEs. Back then, we were providing guarantees of $15 million, a maximum of $15 million, or 50% of the loan that was applied for. We, in fact, had for small loans of $6 million, you could get up to 80%. And the project, the fund has actually done very well over the 10 years that it has been established. The capital has grown to $430 million. We have actually done $3.3 billion in guarantees. That has funded some $7.7 billion in loan, providing 630 guarantees. And importantly, and this is being done through 15 approved financial institutions. Importantly, the claim record on the fund is less than 3% of the guarantees that we have given out. So we then said, okay, what can we do to really have an impact in this area? With the help of the World Bank, we got a consultant, and we have spent quite a substantial amount of time looking at what improvements can we make. We recognize that the scheme that we started out with was fairly conservative. The leverage of it was somewhere in the region of about 2.5. We are aware that in other jurisdictions, there are leverage that go up to 10 times the capital in the fund. So we wanted to see what we could do to improve this particular product, which we believe really would have a significant impact in terms of SMEs being able to access financing. And as I said, we worked with the consultant from the World Bank. And what I want to go through this evening is the new and improved SMEs, CEF, Credit Enhancement Fund, that we have approved and will be introducing in October. We have decided to increase the size of the guarantee from 15 million to 30 million. And we are providing up to 80% guarantees for loans, up to a maximum of 30 million. That's moving from 50% that we had before. For small loans of up to 10 million, we will provide a 90% guarantee. Importantly, we have been able to bring in additional capital of $3.4 billion into the fund. And we have decided that we can leverage that fund by 6 times. It means that over the next 2 to 3 years, we will be able to provide guarantees of up to $25 billion to SMEs who are having a challenge with collateral for loans that they are trying to access. And as I said, we believe that this should move the needle in terms of SMEs being able to access loans. The system that we currently have is one where individual applications come to us from the AFIs, and it really does take some time to process those. From the AFIs. Approved financial institutions, which are the commercial banks, the credit unions, that are all accredited by the DBJ. Importantly, we are also introducing an electronic platform so that there is no need for applications forms to be completed. It all will be done on the electronic platform, which has already been sourced and is in place. And as I said, we're going to be rolling it out next month. Another important improvement as well is that under this system, we are going to be allocating a portfolio to each AFI that wishes to access these funds. Currently, an AFI who wants to access the guarantee applies for individual loans. So if JMMB, for example, agree that they want $1 billion in guarantee, we will allocate the $1 billion, and you can, again, working within the guidelines that we have established, you can go on the platform and approve the guarantees, and they will be, it will be provided on the platform. So we believe that this improvement that we have worked on and are going to be introducing for the Credit Enhancement Fund will indeed be something which should enable SMEs in a really significant way to access financing going forward. And I will stop there because I'm sure there are going to be questions that you're going to want to ask.